Today we're doing the shoulders, traps, and calves workout for my Shortcut to Size program. We're in phase 1, microcycle 1, which means our rep range will be 12 to 15 reps on each set. Now as you progress through microcycles, you'll increase weight, decrease your rep range. As you go through the phases, you'll also change up some of the exercises. So be sure to check out all the workouts on the page below. Since this is the first exercise, I'm sure to get in a proper warm-up. Since it's microcycle 1 and the reps are high, the weight's fairly low, one warm-up should suffice. But as you go through the microcycles and the weight gets heavier, you're probably going to want to do a couple warm-ups to get up to your working weight. Now you can have a spotter if you do need one, just to be there to make sure you complete all your reps. However, the nice thing about using dumbbells and shoulder presses is that it's not really critical that you have a spotter. Once you hit failure, it's easy to put the weights down without getting injured. I've also got my music. Remember, strength is important during this program. Having your favorite songs can make a big difference in your strength levels throughout the workout. Remember, since this is the first exercise for shoulders, this is going to be the exercise that you're going to track your strength on. So be sure to mark down the weight you're using and all the reps you complete on each set. All right, it's a fourth and final set for dumbbell presses. That means we're going to finish it off with a rest pause set. To do your rest pause set, you're simply going to go to failure, put down the weights, give yourself about a 15 to 20 second rest, that's it. And then you're going to pick up the weights again and get right back to it, doing as many reps as you can till reaching muscle failure again. Now, this is the intensity technique we're going to use on all the last sets for all the exercises during microcycles 1 and 2. During microcycles 3 and 4, however, you're going to end with a drop set. Now we're on to the second exercise for shoulders, the dumbbell lateral raise. Our sets will drop down to just 3 for each exercise for the rest of the shoulder workout. With dumbbell lateral raises, a lot of people like to do them starting with the dumbbells in the front of the body. What ends up happening though is it allows you to use the traps to start the movement, you build momentum and cheat it up. I like to start with them at the sides so that focuses directly on the middle part of the deltoid, which is going to give the delts that round boulder look. Third set of dumbbell lateral raises, that means it's time to bring on the burn for the rest pause set. These rest pause and drop set intensity techniques are painful but very effective for increasing muscle growth on this program. We just finished dumbbell lateral raises, which focus on the middle head of the deltoids, that outer head. Now we're moving on to one-arm cable front raises, which are going to focus on the front head of the deltoid. It's important because the deltoid muscle has 3 heads, front, middle, and rear deltoid, that you place focus on all 3 heads in every workout. During this workout, while the dumbbell press hits mainly the middle and front head, dumbbell lateral raise is going to hit the middle head, this front raise will hit the front head, and then we'll move on to an exercise to hit the rear delts. Here we're using the cable because the advantage is with the cable that you get continuous tension throughout the entire range of motion. That helps increase the muscle activity of the front delt that we're trying to target here, and that can help to increase muscle growth. Doing the third and final set of one-arm cable front raises. That means we're going to finish it off with a rest pause set. Now remember, when doing single leg or arm exercises during this program, when you do the rest pause, you want to reach muscle failure for that limb that you're training, then go right into the rest pause. Then do the exercise for the other arm or leg, reach muscle failure, and follow it up with your rest pause set. Moving on to the fourth exercise, which is going to focus on the rear delts with the high cable rear deltoid fly. Third and final set of the high cable rear delt fly. And just like every other exercise during microcycles 1 and 2, we're going to finish it off with a rest pause set. All right, we finished our deltoid focus. Now we're moving on to traps with the dumbbell shrug. We'll be focusing on the traps now, and with the dumbbell shrug, you can tend to go fairly heavy. I suggest you do at least one warm-up set before you move up to your working weight. All right, I've moved up to my working weight for the dumbbell shrugs. Now I recommend you use straps on these. You don't want your grip strength to be the weak link when you're doing shrugs. If you're worried about straps decreasing your grip strength, then add some grip training to your workouts. Now that we're focusing directly on the traps, we'll be doing 4 sets for dumbbell shrugs. This is the 4th and final set for dumbbell shrugs. So we're going to finish off traps with a rest pause set. It's also our last exercise for shoulder and trap work, which means after this, we're going to move right into some calf training. We're moving on to the calf portion of the workout. This workout, we're going to start with seated calf raises, which work the soleus muscle. You can start with a warm-up if you want on calves, but since the reps are so high and the weight is so low, I'm just going to go right into it. When the leg is bent, such as doing seated calf raises, it takes the emphasis away from the gastrocnemius, which is that major upside-down heart-shaped muscle of the calves, and places it on the deeper soleus muscle. When we did chest, triceps, and calves earlier in the week, we did the standing calf raise first, which does focus on that gastrocnemius, and then followed with the seated calf raise. We're going to switch it around so that we emphasize the soleus and allow it to be trained when you're strongest. That's why we're doing it first in the workout. Now remember, during this microcycle 1, your reps on calves, just like with abs, are going to be a bit higher than your other major muscle groups. That's because calves tend to respond better to higher reps. But again, as the microcycles progress, we're still going to increase the weight and decrease the reps as we go. Finally, at the 4th set, seated calf raises. That means it's the last set we're going to do, so we'll burn them out with a rest pause set at the end. We're going to finish calves with the leg press calf raise. Like the standing calf raise, this exercise focuses more on the gastrocnemius, that heart-shaped muscle that makes up the bulk of the calves. That's because when you do this, the knees are going to be straight. Fourth set of the leg press calf raise. That means we finish it off with a rest pause set. This is also the last set of the workout, so make it count. Well, that's the shoulders, traps, and calves workout. I'm definitely gonna be limping out of here after that one. Be sure to check out all the other information for the Shortcut to Size program. That includes the workouts, nutrition, supplementation, right here at bodybuilding.com.